I personally think it's going to be close, just because Team Spirit really won me over during the groups. I think they had a lot of great performances in individual games. They got, I believe, a draw against EG, Vici Gaming, PSG LGD as well. A hero that we've seen quite a bit in this tournament, but I think every game we've seen has been core. It's been 3-2,
yeah,
I believe, every single time, so this is refreshing. I'm personally a really big fan of the hero as a support, but I don't think it has been necessarily the best time for it. Collapse.
Yeah, that last right click was enough. That's first blood going the way of Alliance.
Did not expect that time dilation level 1 probably coming out from Nico Baby.
Good to see for Team Spirit they're able to get something like that out there. But yeah, I agree with you as far as the assessment of this series. I do think this is going to be closer than we probably would have originally said coming into this tournament. As top lane, okay.
Another connection.
Nico Baby, yeah. I mean, they do have some wombo comp. I don't want to call it that, but the setup for the arrow, in theory, if you can get a spear into a tree, both technically skill shots, but one's easier to connect than the other. As a Grimstroke will fall as well,
nice
but it's going to be missed here. And the focus should be fine.
I feel like actually something we haven't really covered enough is when it comes to Faceless Void, right? We need to remember when Alliance picked this hero. They first picked Lesh, and then they picked Void. Wraith King should get out of this alive.
Should he? Firestorm is ticking him down. Whew.
He actually died.
Percentage base damage.
So what if I swagger, he dies 2 seconds later? That's great. It's only an issue if you have to use Chrono on a key target that is not Wraith King, and your lineup relies on bursting. I don't think Alliance's lineup needs to start with Chrono at all. I think they can get an Atos and Underlord.
Oh man,
start that way.
This is a long chase. This is going to be a double root on top of the Firestorm as well. So another death for Yatari. He might have to just go in the jungle at this point.
I guess Mirana's also okay-ish. She obviously got bullied a lot there by the Viper haste rotation that we just saw a moment ago. And I gotta say, I'm a little bit concerned for Spirit with this start.
Ooh, Split Earth will not connect Toronto Tokyo with that double damage. And this is going to be a huge kill for Toronto Tokyo, considering the lead that Limp had at that point.
That is a big one.
Nice pickup. As we're going to see a Chronosphere in the top lane, but not a whole lot of damage to follow this up with. In fact, the Mirana arrow is going to come from the other side. He's caught his teammate in there as well. And the Shackle Shot does connect. Nico Baby, no time walk for another 8 seconds. Collapse. Might be able to get a little bit more here.
Almost missed.
Wind Ranger for the win. Toronto Tokyo with a triple kill across 2 lanes.
As Mirana has been having a pretty good time, so she should be able to find her level 6 down here in just a second with another wave. Yeah, I would like to see that Tome go on a core, because I don't think these levels on the supports are massively impactful. There's some supports where getting level 7, 8, 9, 10 is like massive. This does not feel like one of those games. Oh, that is not a good spear.
It is not, but they probably have enough damage after the fact. So all is well for Team Spirit there.
Nice
bottom lane, yeah, they're going to take Handskin out, and now S4 on the run. Both Miriam and Pushka. I mean, these are the 2 supports kind of bullying this lane right now.
All right.
As we have Wind Ranger again taking a Viper Strike to the face with a Focus Fire, and the Power Shot is going to connect. He's actually just going to die. Didn't really have much to do there, but did quite a bit of damage to Limp in the meantime.
Big kill, so Limp is back at the top of the board. Grabbing that one, he overtakes S4 once again. I will say, I've played quite a lot of support Leshrac, and I really enjoy it when the lane goes well and you can kind of snowball. We'll wait on that for a second.
Baiting this. They know that he wanted to come Diabolic Edict that tier 1 tower.
See you next game.
And this is a very safe and well-executed kill from Team Spirit.
He's struggling on Lesh, and if you have a good start and you're snowballing and you get to go and Edict towers, it feels amazing. He's bottom net worth as position 4 Lesh. This hero does not play well from behind.
Ooh, the bash into the Inkswell, and with Limp here, that's going to be a clean kill for Alliance this time around. So Collapse takes a tumble.
If you, like, let's say realistically you start with Void Chrono. Who are you going to Chrono? You're not Chronoing Wraith King. That feels bad. You might Chrono Mars, but he has a Blink Dagger. And then finally there's a Wind Ranger, but if Wind Ranger gets Wind Run off, she might live too.
Collapse pops that Mars all into the arrow. Absolutely a kill onto Nico Baby, like you said.
Sharks are better in the river.
Power Shot's going to connect into the Focus Fire in the top lane. S4 does have Dark Rift, but it wouldn't have gone off in time.
Are you sure?
I mean,
that took a long time.
Level 1 Dark Rift is absolute utter garbage.
True.
I mean, how many times do you think, oh, this will work? It never does. Let's be real. Yeah, so a couple nice kills here for Team Spirit. And back to, again, back to this Chronosphere talk. I'm not saying that the Nether Toxin and Firestorm aren't a lot of damage, but they have to be in position, as opposed to having a hero like we talked about, AA, the Sunstrike or Cataclysm from the... It's just all global at that point, right?
Almost landing a Shackle.
A Blast coming in. Will connect onto one, but the Chronosphere misses for Nico Baby into a pause. Kale incoming, I do believe.
The instant pause.
There's no way that's real.
You saw him smiling on the camera. So that's great. Like I genuinely believe him. He just realizes how funny that is, right? Like that situation is pretty funny. Because that would have been really good for Alliance, right? That hit would have set up a double. Oh
yeah, that would have been pretty.
Into Grimstroke stun, and they would have reinforced. So. Yeah. Good job from Toronto Tokyo to disrupt that.
Caster Curse, good job Toronto Tokyo. There's the Pit of Malice.
Giga dead.
And yeah, very, very dead indeed. Looks like S4 gets credit for that one with that Firestorm.
Has to use Arena, and they also use Moonlight. Let's see if they can use that offensively. A bit of harass onto S4, but nothing too major. Alliance want to look to push this mid-tier 1 tower with the siege creep that they have right now. Good timing. Leshrac level 11 definitely wants to get in there and be valuable with Diabolic Edict, but...
Yeah, Arrow's going to connect. A blast to follow. That is going to hit S4 squarely in the face. He's already at half HP. He's just going to get bursted down. Soulbind used in a defensive manner. But here comes the aggression from Team Spirit. They get a second kill off the back of this. Limp has to pop his BKB and TP out. Will be successful. But this tier 1 tower is saved for now.
There's a lot of damage from Team Spirit coming out. It's a bit deceptive. Just how much damage these guys can pump out. Oh, I don't know if I like this Leshrac build. That's a little bit dicey.
All right, what's he going for?
First item, Aeon Disc.
Wow.
I'm not sold.
Oh, that rebuke was way off kilter there, and not the greatest combo, but they'll get the kill. That's all that matters for Team Spirit there. In the meantime, looks like the first life of Mr. Wraith King will come about. Nico Baby is available with that Chronosphere. You can see the Ink Swell. They're going to use it onto the Chronosphere onto 2. So this will be a kill on the Wraith King, who is now showing up that beautiful Radiance. Collapse pops his BKB, but the Mars ult really just using a defensive manner again to zone. And they're just going to cut their losses here, it looks like.
And can relatively easily connect regardless, but no, like you said, this will go the way of Toronto Tokyo. Dota has been in the Guinness Book of Records before.
Yeah, but for like biggest prize pool probably or something like that.
Either that or on average least happy player or something like that.
The crippling depression, yeah. Oh, Toronto Tokyo.
There's nothing to shackle to there.
Will not connect. It looks like Alliance are more scared of the Wind Ranger. I believe the timer at the top right, unless they, I was going to say it's not correct, so it is expended now. And the Dark Rift, will they? Yeah, they'll be able to get out pretty easily here.
It still is, the way this game is developing really is Team Spirit favored, though.
Oh, Arena into the spear, and Yataro's here with the stun as well. This looks like an easy kill onto Lamp pop the BKB. Will this be enough? It looks like he might survive. Actually, Raytheon's just going to continue on and crit him right in the back of the head despite using that BKB. Ends up being a wasted charge. And a pretty high-value kill for Team Spirit.
Yeah. With the position of the map and how Team Spirit are playing and how they're utilizing Wind Ranger, which I'm sure Slacks will be absolutely thrilled about seeing Wind Ranger actually do a hell of a job. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead again.
It's difficult to walk out on the map because if you walk out alone, Wind Ranger can solo almost any of your heroes with her current level of farm. There are multiple targets that you kind of don't want to find, right? Like you don't really want to find Wind Ranger. She can react and blink out.
Oh, Toronto Tokyo with the focus fire. You can see the Aeon Disc does proc. He's just going to try to sidestep this split earth and he'll be successful. Nice kill from Toronto Tokyo. Didn't even have to bother popping the BKB. It's still the full 9 seconds on it.
Let's say AA had a BKB.
Yeah.
Can they do 1,500 physical damage in a chrono when he BKBs? With their heroes?
I think so. If it's an AA. So
barely.
Barely. Yeah. I had to think about it, so it's a barely.
That's concerning, right? Like if we have to... Okay, this is Toronto Tokyo. That didn't dagger.
Malice, BKB is popped into the Chronosphere, and that's going to put this to the test here, SyndereN. Do they have enough damage to follow this up with? It's going to be close. Looks like he finally gets the bash, and it takes forever, but they do get the kill in the end. But Grimstroke falls. Remember, Wraith King's still very healthy. Collapse gets a Mars ult up onto 2. The Dark Rift coming out. Going to try to take Nico Baby with him. Will anybody else come with is the question. Looks like 3 of them are going to go back to base, but no, the Void dies in the meantime. S4 cancels the ult, and now he gets crit down by Yataro. A 3-for-1, make it 4. He canceled that, right?
They thought they were winning the fight.
Absolutely, and now their entire team is dead. Collapse gets out just a sliver of HP.
They did not win the fight.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, SyndereN. I think we can all see that they definitely did not win this fight.
So like you see it there, right? Yeah, you do kill the Wind Ranger, but they needed to chrono, commit fully on it for like The entire Chrono went to killing this one hero, and he needed help. If you use Chrono in a game like this and you don't win the fight convincingly, you're giving up control of the map again, and this is going to easily go the way of Team
Aegis.
And their heroes are so extremely dependent on each other that finding moves as like a duo seems challenging. Like, what two heroes are you going to go with to find a kill on Wraith King, to find a kill on Mars, to find a kill on Wind Ranger? It's almost impossible to see it without Chrono. It feels like a necessity for every kill.
So blow up Wraith King once.
The Aegis, he can
and Pit of Malice is a pretty good tool
actually.
here. Yeah, BKB, there's the Dark Portrait. Get some creep kills. Yeah, that's the most farm we got in quite a while there. Beautiful. You can make up for this Aghanim Scepter easily. That 4,200 gold's nothing for this illusion, SyndereN.
Yeah, look at
this thing.
Look at it go.
Look at it. Oh, yeah. It looks so menacing, too. I love the color. It's so nice. And I think another mechanic behind the hero is when you get Aghanim Scepter, which creates an illusion of every hero on the map, it gives a random number of FPS for each individual person, usually single digits, just a couple seconds.
Actually, the legit strat of playing Chaos Knight together with PL and Monkey King.
Yeah. Oh, God, the two things that will never get fixed. Okay.
All right, they've set a trap
Toronto,
here.
Tokyo.
Aegis.
He sure does. Pit of Malice to start thinking, oh my God.
Easily.
They destroy him so fast. Has to pop his BKB instantly now. Chrono is going to set it up before he can even do so. So this is going to be an easy double, basically, for Alliance.
They're going
to buy back. Yeah, they're coming in. Collapse. He's going to be inside the split Earth for now. Now that Chronosphere is down, we'll see if they can burst him down with that Focus Fire. Looks like Toronto Tokyo is going to do so very easily. And now Alliance trying to get the hell out. I'm not sure if he used the Dark Rift already, but doesn't have it available right now. They're going to get rid of Wraith King for once. He'll come back shortly and likely just clean up this fight and almost certainly the game to follow. As S4 kind of stuck on the wrong side of the trees there. So it ends up being a 3-for-1 with the buyback, if you want to call it that. But
I think they used Dark Rift to set up the kill, right?
Oh, okay.
Nico is splitting off to the left. He just gets chased down and killed by Wind Ranger. Nothing he can do. It's a really good hero against Faceless Void. Once Chrono's expended, you just sit on him until he dies, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was very, very easy for Team Spirit with that buyback.
Yeah, you can see them on the high ground already. Yataro is going to get healed a bit here. Buyback now onto S4 and onto Limp.
He's in really far on Yataro. BKB on cooldown.
He still has that second life. He's going to blink out with that Mars ult being used to try to create a little zoning mechanism here. Looks like that's going to be a dieback onto S4 after the buyback here. So a very valuable kill again. They're going to buy back onto the Marana now. They really want to finish this now. They're going to apply all the pressure to Hanskin, who gets slapped in the face, and now Limp on the other side. Toronto Tokyo pops the BKB with that Focus Fire. Another dieback, and they know that Chronosphere is down, so they're not really fearing the Void necessarily. So it's a 5v3. We'll see what Team Spirit can do here. Or Alliance, for that matter. I mean, Nico Baby does have the MKB. I mean, that took him, sadly, I mean, obviously they're behind, but it took him way longer than he would have liked.
Yeah, for sure.
He just hasn't really had that long enough to really make a big difference here. You can see he's actually toggling the Radiance. He's just waiting for this Dark Fortress. He's going to jump the Grimstroke. Looks like he's not even going to need to. A double crit, basically. Yataro destroys him, and Nico Baby, Spirit Vessel right now. I think they can just focus on Billings if they really want. And they're going to do just that. Just have to stay on the outskirts of this annoying split Earth. In the meanwhile, Collapse just soloing down the Lesh, and Nico Baby, the last remaining member for Alliance. Buyback available on Grim, but it's not really going to matter. GGs are called. And yeah, Alliance, they are 0-3 at the Major right now, SyndereN.
And this was not even close.
Well, for the first 10 minutes, it kind of was.
Yeah,
After that, not so much.
At every turn, they just got outplayed. The moves that were successful, they were all coming out of Team Spirit. I think Alliance didn't win a single fight this whole game. That's what it felt like to me watching it. You know, some of the issues that they've had are kind of solved with this. I think Wyvern is a great pick in this patch. I think Magnus is great. Wraith King is great. Shadow Shaman is kind of a wild card for me, along with the Lesh, but they've put Lesh on core, which I think is better on average than support. So the way they've assigned their heroes, the way they've built their lineup here, I like it more than last game, and let's hope that they get to show some form. Whether they win or lose, like we talked about with Aster, it always sucks to see a team just bomb out if they, you know, don't really show what they're capable of. They look like they will have a good start here. Yeah, Mirror's going to get slowed to start things out. It's going to take a lot of damage, but in the meantime, Hanskin's going to be taken out. Who actually got first blood there? Looks like barely
FNG. Yeah, that was a split-second decision right there.
If the team builds around this and makes sure that you set him up for success afterwards and kind of make him an integral part of the lineup, I like to see that a lot on a hero like Leshrac, more so than Viper, because I feel like you just have that, you can have that super game more often.
Bottom lane, Nico Baby, this is going to be the first life.
comes Unleashed.
That is a really long cooldown. Yeah, Collapse knows he's going to die, trying to save his Rubik in the meantime, but it ain't happening. So nice rotation from Limp, and Alliance off to a pretty solid start overall.
That was a great rotation. Yeah, he's very far ahead of Puck now. 1,000 net worth, as a matter of fact.
Oh my, this meta. Good lord. Yotaro's getting such value out of meta this game. Feels like every time he gets at least one kill.
The thing that this team, I think, does very well is that it identifies what its next move is with the highest success rate. And that doesn't mean they necessarily, you know,
coils up again. And this, remember, this ultimate for Wraith King is way far away. And this is going to be an easy kill. Cold Embrace will save him for the time being, but ends up going down anyway. Now Collapse doesn't have his ultimate, so this will be a trade of sorts, but you'll take this any day of the week if you're Team Spirit, as long as everybody gets out. Now making his transition with the Handskin Smoke into the enemy jungle.
Yep, this is a good aggressive move. You have level 4 Edict. You want to get a tower on the map right now. Ideally, you actually wanted it 2 minutes ago. It's going to run into Mira.
And that's a dead Rubik. Very dead. Will steal the Lightning Storm. Very useful.
And the top tower is being injured at the same time. But, of course, Team Spirit will put their own pressure, as is the
Winter's Curse. All right, Collapse is here to try to save his teammates, but Maposhka looks like he might be able to tick off. No, Fairy Fire was there. S4. Oh, the RP comes out. It doesn't hit anything. A nice phase shift. And Toronto Tokyo gets out with his life.
And if you don't have items, it's very hard to maintain that. Like, look what heroes he's up against.
Right.
He can die in the blink of an eye to a Terrorblade, a Puck, a Lion. Even the Rubik can steal his Shackles, which can also be really good. Which is just a better version of Shackles when he has the lens.
Yeah,
this would be a big kill.
Discord is there. Telekinesis.
No coil?
Yeah, the Yules to save him for now. Limp finally gets coiled. How much damage do they actually have? Maposhka here, Finger of Death. Not quite enough to take him out. And Cold Embrace is going to save him for now. And there's the curse to follow. Limp looks like he might live through this. And in fact, S4 is here to save the day. They're going to be able to get the Puck and the Rubik in turn. So a nice turnaround here, as the Pulse Nova was stolen by Mira. Not able to actually find a kill for himself, though. So Alliance, a big turnaround. And I mean, that would have been a huge kill for Team Spirit.
Now that it's in the enemy team's hands, maybe Alliance can open up a top tier 2. Maybe they can start taking control of a little bit more of the map. And with their daggers that they have completed, they become a bit more of a threat to catch around the map.
Like you said, he was exceptional at doing that, and he's trying to do the same here. I mean, they're not really down by that much.
The Shaman Dagger can definitely be the key component for Alliance in solving that, though. I think in that game against Liquid, Liquid's catch was kind of lackluster. I think they had Invoker as their primary catch.
Maposhka, 1 and... Oh, that doesn't count. That's 2 and the split Earth. So
bottom tower is under attack.
The crit just wasn't that hard, I guess.
I suppose so.
And Limp. Oh, he's going to get the Diabolic Edict. He knows that somebody is in this vicinity, and there's going to show some vision onto Mira. Yules into the split Earth with the Pulse Nova and the Illusion Rune. So another kill being netted for Alliance. And you can see the shard actually on Wyvern. Oh, we're going to have to talk about that in just a moment. Instant Hex after the coil comes out. Yotaro pops that Metamorphosis, is just going to blow up for Handskin. In the meantime, Nico Baby has his second life still available. Limp with that Aegis still in tow. There's the RP from S4, and they're going to destroy Mr. Yotaro. And with that, this is going to start snowballing Alliance. I mean, they have more map control than Team Spirit, which is the name of the game here. Is actually Toronto Tokyo going for a Dagon. Okay.
This game is now approaching the state that...
RP, S4. Yep, that's a skewer back into the hands of Nico Baby. And Collapse is Dunzo with the Serpent Ward's place on this tier 3 as well. Oh my god, another blinking from Nico Baby. 2 shots to Lion. Gets Cold Embrace. I am... Alright, that is quite a bit of healing. I am impressed. My mind is not blown, though. As Nico Baby, his first life will remain.
Oh, he was like a shark there.
Yeah, alright, let's see. All right, that's quite a bit. That's pretty good.
Did Nico Baby just leave a Cloak of Flames behind?
Yes.
There you go. Enjoy, guys.
All right.
Have a free tier 3 item. He didn't realize that 2 items dropped in front of him.
Yeah.
Smoke, that is spotted by Alliance by that ward there.
Yeah, and Nico's gonna get popped. Nico Baby is perfectly fine doing this on the high ground. There's the initiation. S4 trying to get the skewer off, but he's gonna get silenced and stunned to start things out. There's a right click from Yotaro on the low ground with that Daedalus absolutely destroying him. Handskin gets blown up thanks to the Finger of Death.
They still have coil. This is really
Alliance
bad.
Needs to get out of dodge.
Need a curse here.
Coil shield there. Yeah, and this does cross.
He's dead.
Wow, he actually dies to his own teammate. I thought the Aeon was actually going to save him, but not enough time. The curse very strong, and now Team Spirit looks like they want to continue to fight along with Alliance, though. Nico, baby, there's the heal again. How much magic damage do you have to go through that? Firestorm not quite up yet. There it goes. BKB finally popped by Nico, baby. He's going to apply all the pressure to Underlord, but he's getting right-clicked down by Yatoro. Now the blink, or the BKB is down. Limp coming in from the low ground, trying to take out Rubik. Looks like he'll be successful. The question is, will Wraith King live through this? Buyback onto the Rubik. Team Spirit absolutely have to get more out of this.
Good spider legs, too. It's going to escape that
I think this is going to end the fight. That ends up being very bad for Team Spirit.
And I was surprised that Puck didn't see it coming, but obviously from an observer standpoint, we'll see all that vision, right? But he has no idea that FNG is lining up for that one. That could be the play of the game. I think that would have been a full comeback without that curse. They would have killed them and got this Roche. And instead of looking at 16k, we would have looked at 3. And an Aegis cheese the other way, plus Shard.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they gave the Shard to Wraith King. There's no diffusals or any, I mean, is he really having trouble getting off his ult? It does spawn a couple skeletons when he comes back, but it's kind of meh. As we see, oh, this could be a huge kill for Alliance to get the Shackle into the split earth. And Yatoro is donezo. 70 seconds on the deck, does have buyback. Yeah, Wraith King ends up using his overwhelming blink onto the barracks. We'll go for the range first. 40 seconds for Terrorblade. And looks like they'll concede the bottom tower at the very least. Now, let's see how much damage they can do before that kicks in. And yeah, that's about it. Although Diabolic Edict is pretty... If this was a level 25 Diabolic Edict, they could 100%... Okay, they might get it anyway, actually.
We have a lot of people watching who play this game casually. Do not tell them that that is how it works. That is not how it works.
It's definitely how it works.
If you're a position 5, you get to choose whatever you want.
Yeah. Keep dreaming, SyndereN. Limp has that Diabolic Edict with that Serpent Wards from Handskin. This is going to be a tier 3 tower at the very least, and Team Spirit, can they defend this?
Grab that top tier 2. That's a good looking graph. It's just basically had no bumps in the road since it went up a little one there. But for the most part, linear growth the whole way.
That's right. Nico baby with those spider legs jumps. Oh my god! Lion is dead! Oh goodness, SyndereN. Limp in the meantime, yeah, the Metamorphosis. Even with that Shivas, he's still taking a lot of damage. That's a lot of armor, but the Assault Cures finally comes online for Nico baby.
The curse.
And look at the heal on Limp. Are you kidding me? There's the RP into the skewer. Split Earth to follow. And this should be GG. And we're going, as expected in Team Spirit fashion, to a Game 3.
Now, if this was a true Team Spirit series,
the series would end here.
The third game would not be played for whatever reason, and both teams would advance.
That could still happen. You never know.
Yeah, maybe
it's
they
not
can find...
impossible. Game 3 between Alliance and Team Spirit. Loser goes home or stays in the hotel for the next week and a half. Depends on whatever floats their boat. But this is a huge match with a lot of implications. Yeah, then again, I feel like we've seen a small sample size of these position 1 tinies where at the 20-minute mark is when you really hit your stride, right? You go for, you go blink at all in that case, right? You just go for the right click. As S4, you can take a Winter's, or an Arctic Burn, I should say. Yatoro gets the right click down with the net.
He gets rooted, he dies.
If he gets netted, like you said, but the slow down there on the other side, the Whirling Death. Looks like that is going to be the first blood going the way of Team Spirit.
It's when he has this threat where if Tiny even comes to look at creeps, he can start getting killed with a +1.
Right.
Oh, they found Hanskin.
Yeah, Hanskin. Well, he's going to get his Ink Swell off for now, but the burst damage is way too much. And now Mira showing his presence here with the Curse Crown.
It's not, the entire lineup doesn't necessarily, to me, come together for the exact same style of play. It can happen, of course, like you have the Soulbind Fatal Bonds combination, which is very powerful. Under the right conditions, it can be great, but I'm a little bit unsure.
Yeah, going for that rune, that's going to cost him. That's the Inkswell with the Lasso combination, but there's the Avatos to follow. Don't think it's enough damage to take out Limp. So Toronto, Tokyo falls, and reinforcements are not enough damage.
And you see Limp knowing the matchup here. He's already got a cloak.
Well, he has Enrage. Yeah, there's the heal coming out. Now the question is, will Team Spirit do anything about this? Do they know anything about it?
They have a ward.
Yeah. And this is going to be...
They're seeing the warlocks.
I mean, this is very obvious. Yeah, Toronto, Tokyo has the blink Avatos. It's not enough to take out FNG, and the Chaotic Offering comes out right before his death.
If they
Roche is almost dead. Terrorize was canceled there, and S4 gets the initiation, but the Winter's Curse to follow. Question is, can Dark Willow get out of here? Mira looks to be dead to that free fire. And that's a 1-for-0 exchange to start things out as we have the lasso onto Collapse. Looks like he's Well, he wasn't able to get an RP off, but does skewer up that beautiful goal.
What's
4 stacks
Limp
of sticky napalm on collapse now, and Limp just gets evaporated there. And now S4 trying to aggress here a little bit further. Yataro takes out the golem. Curse Crown is going to connect, and Yataro, no reason not to just continue right-clicking this Dragon Knight. So that is a couple nice kills for Team Spirit, and another blink skewer. So FNG, who had just died, looks like he'll die again. Double kill for
I am
Yataro.
dumbfounded. Alliance were so disconnected in that play.
They
It
have
looked like they
Aegis,
were
but
doing-
that's it.
It was actually a really good disengage from them, so they end up only losing the Warlock to get the Roche. They could have just backed out.
Yeah.
And then S4 gets a really clutch stun on the Magnus, who's blinking in for the RP. So they did a great job getting out of there.
Oh, they're
And then-
doing it again.
Oh, no,
Shockwave
don't
into the
tell
skewer,
me.
into RP. This is not technically a dieback. This is a respawn and then die immediately.
All right.
I don't know if there's a saying for that, but either way, 3K net worth lead now for Spirit, despite giving up the first Roche. Yeah, Limp, you can see.
Sun, not Son.
Very shiny. I think he might be sweating profusely after that one, but not a good thing. S4 gets the Blink Dragon Tail. Doesn't really have any follow-up, though, so Mira should be fine.
That I could tell you, like, playing Batrider core and having a good start and then getting back-to-back deaths does so much for your
Down
momentum.
into Bramble, but there's the Avatos on the Handskin. The Inkswell does connect, though, for the time being. He might just get bursted down. Yeah, that throw of the tree is more than enough. Now the Nico baby's here with that Aegis Yataro. All right, they're trying to kite the Ursa while this Enrage is active. Terrorize being faked out. And in the meanwhile, Toronto Tokyo finds FNG again. They're just finding these kills quite easily. Now the Bedlam on top of S4, who's completely isolated from his team. And another kill goes the way of Team Spirit. They are destroying right now. They're definitely disconnected. You see the Inkswell on Ursa as he's going back to hit creeps, so definite miscommunication overall from Alliance. I don't think there's any other way to look at it.
And that's, honestly, it's so big because you have this Aegis, but because of all the gold you gave away, okay, this could be
Blink
a
Dragon Tail, Nico. Yeah, okay. They burst him down, but there's the RP into the skewer. This is the Aegis on Ursa. They're gonna focus on the Dragon Knight first, and S4 is donezo. All right, FNG with the Fatal Bonds, Chaotic offering, buyback now into Dark Will, be able to TP back to this Tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Inkswell on Nico, baby. Looks like it will connect onto Tiny, but he's just gonna back up after the fact. And they clean up the Chaotic offering Golem pretty easily.
The reason I like the BKB so much is that you force these spells on you. If the enemy team doesn't RP or curse you, you will kill 2 heroes and incapacitate the rest of the team, inhibit them, even without a diffusal. All right, there's the jump.
Blink with the Dragon Tail Inkswell combination.
Good damage.
Do they have the follow-up is the question. He's going to get soulbound for now. Now the reinforcements have arrived for Team Spirit. Golem is placed. Collapse is still living through this, and S4 is just getting right-clicked down by Yataro with that Terrorize in place. I cannot believe they didn't finish off Magnus. That's crazy. And now a smoke.
They even dropped the Chaotic offering again. So
yeah,
this is a huge timing for Team Spirit. They're flat out way stronger. Warlock showing on a ward. He's toast if they want to get him. They might look for something bigger though.
Yeah, no, they're going to get the Avalanche and toss in place with the Echo Saber.
They're going to get extras. Yes, they are.
And yeah, another support goes their way. As there's a maniacal laugh in the background, SyndereN. Boy, what a voice line. All right, Roshan is being attempted now. It's already at half HP. Can Alliance do anything about this? They're not really in the vicinity. So this is going to be a freebie for Team Spirit. And remember, this is the second Rosh. This is Aegis, Cheese, and Shard. Shard on, was that Tiny you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the right choice. And if you look at the map, at least right now, Alliance has 1 tower taken. That's the top tier 1. I believe they're going to get the bottom one here soon, I would assume, as Yataro, again, with that Aegis. You see the Inkswell onto S4. They wanted to set something up, but think better of it. He's already popped his Dragon form. This is going to be a free tier 2 in the end for Yataro. But now the potential fight, Shadow Realm is popped. Limp looking for an opening inside this tree line. And now it's completely revealed. And now they're back to base. But Toronto Tokyo with the Avalanche tossed back into Troll. And this Dragon Knight is not tanky at all when you're against this Troll Warlord with this ridiculous net worth.
You know what I call that? I call that Dragon Light.
Man, you got the zingers today, I have to admit.
I don't know if that's a zinger.
It's something. You see this,
Thank you.
This 3 tower taken out pretty easily. 16 seconds left. I mean, this is actually a really low death cooldown here as we have the Soulbind into the Chaotic offering. Remember, the Aegis is still online. Terrorize. Very nicely done. Miposhka gets the heal off on Yataro for now, and you still have the battle chains. He's actually going to pop it. Looks like it'll be applied to that Warlock. And now, likely, we'll go for the Rax as Nico Baby should be fine for now, but there's the lasso again. Still have the Aegis for Yatoro, so he's not really worried about this, and they're just going to turn the tide now onto Limp, and that is going to be a double kill for Yatoro. Pops the BKB. We'll get the racks as well. 18-2 in terms of just the score line.
They haven't had the chance to do this during the groups.
They've been waiting.
In game 3, they stomped the hardest they have possibly been able to in this tournament. I think this is the most one-sided game Team Spirit have played.
This is a Gaben shellacking if I've ever seen one. Skewer into the Avatos, onto the Ursa. He does not have buyback. It's a 5v4 without your position 1. And now Yatoro, again, still has the Aegis online. Not sure how much longer he has on it, but we get the Dragon Tail onto the Tiny. But there's a save again. Miposhka on the backline. Another Blink Skewer. Dragon Knight now in the hands of Troll Warlord will drop. Does have buyback, of course. Finally, the Aegis is expended. But you have to think at the very least Team Spirit will be able to get this tier, or this second set of racks. I mean, again, 20-2, 21K network lead at 26 minutes. This feels very difficult. Collapse, not able to get... I mean, these Blink Skewers have been really good up until that one, of course.
Yeah. You have Mag Troll with a 23K lead. It can't... Okay, it's 100.
100%. Okay.
This would be an incredible comeback for Alliance to win a game that they have 0% chance of winning. There we go.
There's the Avatos, and they just delete the Grimstrike. Does have buyback, though. Also has the shard, so his Inkswell is going to be able to hard dispel once it goes off, and it also heals the target. So who knows, maybe that'll come into play. As there's the Blink Skewer again. It feels like Alliance is just letting them do this now. Of course, there's not much they can do, sadly, for them, as that is a dead S4. Horn Toss, as you can see, that's a shard for Magnus, so he can do a lot of cool little stuff to combo with his Skewer. As Yatoro, all right, that's a double buyback on Alliance. This is going to be the last-ditch effort for them. And with this, Spirit might just reset. They could just keep going, though. They have nothing to worry about, I don't think. Collapse. There's the Horn Toss into the Skewer. S4. He will not have buyback for this. And yeah, he drops 70 seconds on the deck. And Team Spirit look to be taking this in a Gaben-level shellacking, I have to say, SyndereN. This is a mega stomp. There is the RP, not even getting the Warlock ult off. Does have buyback, but it matters not. GG. Alliance is eliminated, and Team Spirit shall move on. Wow, that was convincing.
That was a great showing. Like I said during the draft, I love their picks. I thought the Batrider could be like a really cool trump card pick from Alliance, but it just did not work out.